Why hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and we're back with another episode of a LOTRO adventure, my friends. I hope you're having a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth. Hey, look, we have a person here. Hello, another player playing the game. All right, where we left off, right, we're in the last one here, so let's continue on, my friends. It's King Elessar. Here we go.
We have only just arrived at Londkirion. Did you learn where the ships are bound?
We have only just arrived at Londkirion, Zollin. Did you learn where the ships are bound? You tell Elessar that the Corsair ships left the river and sailed south until they disappeared over the horizon. So, Nasaki does make for Umbar. I was not certain that would be so. It seems she knows the value of her captive to the kindred of the coins. But something else troubles you, my friend. I can see it in your expression. You tell Elessar, more briefly than it was told to you, of Leafshade's account of the past few months. The king put a that distracted me, that guy falling off the ceiling, that other player. Oh my gosh. The king puts a comforting hand on your shoulder. Your friend Corridan lives, Zollin, but he is in need of rescue. As it happens, we were already planning such a mission for young Thorongil. Must be freed from his imprisonment as well. I feel in my heart this is the way it must be. Both of these captives are being brought to Umbar, the city of the Corsairs. A small party of adventurers might infiltrate the city and rescue Thorongil and Corridan, where a larger group must surely fail. I want you to lead this small party, my friend. I know you are the right for the choice for this task, though it prove most dangerous. You say that Corridan's sister, Sigillith, intended to investigate his disappearance near Helm's Deep. I will send a message to Erkenbrand, that she be found and told of these new tidings.
You will need a ship to carry you and the crew
I will do my best
bring to Umbar.
to save the children and my friend. He seems like his voice is a little quiet compared to the music, doesn't it? His voice is all the way up. Let's just turn the music down slightly. I like the music, but...
You will need a ship to carry you and the crew you choose to bring to Umbar.
To Umbar. I know I can rely on you for this, Zollin. Well, of course. But you will need a ship to carry you and the crew you choose to bring to Umbar. I have spoken already with Orglas about this, and have given the heir of Golaskil a number of things to consider. But as you will lead the expedition across the bay, you should be the one to hear what he has decided. I believe you will find him in his bedroom somewhere upstairs. All right. Thank you, Lord Elessar. I will do my best. Zollin's on the mission. We're on a mission, guys. We gotta save the kid, and we gotta save our friend, the elf. All right. Let's see here. He said his room's right up here. I'm just gonna assume it's right around here. Do my best. All right, so it's definitely not that one. Oh, that's cool. Whoa, what a cool effect. That's awesome. That's cool, the light coming in. I don't know why, that gives me a very Skyrim vibe. Graphically, with that light effect. I've played Skyrim. I'm not like a massive Skyrim player. I mean, I probably played like maybe 20, 30 hours. I'm no like crazy Skyrim, thousands of hours some people play. But that's me for LOTRO. Oh, Orglas looks at you with a crestfallen expression as you arrive.
Someone needs to rescue Thorongil. I suppose it falls to me.
We cannot choose the times that call upon us, can we? Someone needs to rescue Thorongil. and I suppose it falls to me.
Well, and me.
I am not a warrior or sailor, but how hard can it truly be? I have watched the men training, and I swing a sword nearly as well as they can.
Is that true?
And the Wave Hunter has a crew who will do the actual sailing, I trust.
Orgulus chews his lower lip with worry, and you are reminded he is only 12 years old.
I don't want to do it, Zollin. I want to help, and to prove that I am strong and brave, and enough to do what my father would want of me. But I also know I cannot leave my mother alone. I share some of the blame for Thorngil's capture. Should I not also be responsible for helping rescue him, if such a thing might be possible?
Orgulus sighs unhappily.
The king asked me, what would your father tell you? But I confess that I don't know. Do you? Do you have any idea what my father Orgulus would want me to do? What would you say to me?
Well, hey. Gather your thoughts. I don't know. My father Zollin is somewhere in Erebor. I haven't seen him in years. Alright, memory of Gorgulus. I guess this is a memory, okay. You remember Gorgulus standing in the White City before the battle was joined on the Pelennor Fields, unafraid of the hard times ahead, trying to remember the words of an old traveling song. Keep that in mind, guys, in real life, okay? Whatever you're going through, hard things, you get through it. Just sing a song. You can do it. Consider your memory of Gorgulus. Okay, do I click on him, or... Oh, here's another one. You remember finding Gorgulus on the Pelennor Fields after the Great Battle, surrounded by the corpses of orcs that ambushed him. You recall, too, the look on his face when he learned how many of his friends perished before the walls of Minas Tirith. But such sorrow did not keep him from marching to the Black Gate with the men of the West when his king required it. Because remember, he was one of the leaders of these outlying city towns, right? In southern Gondor. So he brought a lot of his people with him as soldiers. And most of them died. Which you can imagine, if you're a town of only several hundred people, having 30 or 40 of your people die in a war would be crazy. Now maybe the populations are more, but that would be pretty darn horrible. Consider your memory of Gorgulus during the Battle of Black Gate. And just so everyone's following along, this is a character that was with us when we attacked the Black Gate, like the movies, right? If you watch the movies, if you're just hopping in as a new viewer, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're enjoying yourself, welcome. You remember Gorgulus at the Battle of the Black Gate, as he stood face to face with the mighty Oglag that would give him his mortal wounds, and you recall his final words. The Oglag was a type of troll, but it's a very intelligent troll. They can speak and fight like a swordsman, which is dangerous, to say the least. If there is a day to come after this, he said, look to the people of Anflas. Tell them their lord. You cannot say for certain what the lord of Anflas intended, for when he died, only moments before the fall of the Dark Lord Sauron and the rout of Mordor's armies, you relay his father's words to Orgulus, and Golaskil's heir rubs as a smudge on the floor with his shoes. Alright.
My father's last thoughts were not for himself, or for what he was about to lose?
My father's last thoughts were not for himself, or for what he was about to lose, but for the folk of Anflas so far away? How can that be, Zollin? He left us behind to go to war. If he truly cared, would he not have remained here? You remind Orgulus that his father counted his family, his son, and his wife among those people of Amphalas he sought to protect, and it was on their behalf that he followed the king to war. Orgulus sighs again. Is that what you are telling me? To be a good ruler, you have to put the needs of your people ahead of your own. Is that what it means to be the son of the Lord of Amphalas? Is that what it means to be the heir of Golaskil? But it is so difficult. Thorongil would cast all that aside and charge off to battle, hoping to achieve glory. And before doing, I might have done the same. But I am not a fighter, not yet. And if I were to seized by Umbar, as was Thorongil, what would that mean for the people of Amphalos? I have to stay here. I have to help my mother and be here for my people. My father was a great mariner and a mighty warrior, but I serve my people in another way. Orgulus looks at you with resolve in his eyes. This is a cool little story. Look at us, little dwarf counselor for the child.
I will remain behind to help protect Amphalas and pin up Gelin from further attack by the Corsairs.
I will remain behind to help protect Amphalas and Pinith Gelin from the further attacks by the Corsairs, for that is the best way for me to aid my people. But the king is right that someone must sail to Umbar and rescue Thorongil. If it can be done in secret, he has chosen you for this, Zollin. You need a ship. Orgulus stands at attention and studies you seriously. The Wave Hunter was given to me by my father, and if he had not died in service of Gondor, one day he would have taught me to be a great mariner, as he was. But that was not meant to be. Instead, I give command of the Wave Hunter to you until Thorongil is returned safely to his hall. Use it well and wisely, and may the memory of Golaskil with you, and fill the sails with the wind to speed you on your journey. When Thorongil is rescued, and the threat of the Corsairs is ended, perhaps you will teach me what you have learned of sailing, and I will drive the Wave Hunter upon the great sea. But that will be in days yet to come. For now I must find how to protect the folk of Amphalas. I will one day rule, and that is a lesson I will learn from my mother. It's a wise little kid. I like it. That was a good story. All right, back to Elessar.
I give command of the Wave Hunter to you until Thorongil is returned safely to his home.
Well, thank you. We're honored. He just gave me a ship. I've never sailed before. Zollin, the dread on the dwarf's face. Well, I'm a beach dwarf, so it'll be fine. Let's see here. Oh, did I leave my AC on in the background here? Let me, Oh, King Elessar is outside the keep now. Okay, he left. Let's go outside. All right. That was awesome. What do you guys think? I think it deserves maybe a like and subscribe, maybe a comment. What was your favorite part about that? I enjoyed that. That was a good little story.
I am pleased with the decision of Orgulus.
I am pleased with the decision of Orgulus, Zollin. I will not say I expected it with complete certainty, but I believe the son of Golaskil was enough like his father to arrive there after some deliberation. The folk of Amphalos will be in good hands once the Lady Mara instructs her son about what she has learned of a rule, a considerable amount. But our paths must now diverge, my friend. I charge you with the rescue of Thorongil and Corondon and the Wave Hunter, and look forward to your successful return aboard the Wave Hunter. Do try not to fan anew the flames of war with Umbar, Zollin. This must be a mission carried out in secret. Yeah, I don't think Gondor can take any more battles at this time. Let's see, the top one is Might. Might, Vitality, sweet. Oh, wow, that's a much better one than mine.
I suggest you add to the Wave Hunter's complement of sailors such folk as you can trust.
I suggest the Wave Hunter was, harbored upriver in Pinithgelin to protect it from the Corsairs during the War of the Ring. A decision that must have rankled Gosurgil even as he saw the need for it. The ship's crew is likely eager to sail again, and you will need their talents and knowledge of the bay to bring you to Umbar in secret. But your arrival at the city of the Corsairs will only be your mission's beginning, Zollin. To the end, I suggest you add the Wave Hunter's complement of sailors, such folk as you can trust, or as have a stake in the quest's successful conclusion. You will not be able to keep Nariel away, I think. As a Knight of the Green Hills, her combat prowess may be of use to you. Legolas and Gimli will go with you, gladly, of course. And I think Sir Gon of Pelagur will be no less eager to sail again. His knowledge of the bay and the folk that dwell along its shores may prove valuable. If you believe that Kurundir's sister, Sigillith, will begin her search for him at Helm's Deep, the messages I have dispatched to Erkenbrand should reach her, and she will likely make her way to Gondor as soon as she can. I'd like to point one thing out from my voiceover series. When it comes to my reading, I feel like I'm getting better at this whole, like, trying to do voices and read it fluently for you guys at the same time. But it's funny whenever I hit a new name or something, that's always where it irks me. Because, like, it's so interesting how we have words memorized. So, like, even a big word that comes along, it just flow through it really easily if it's something that I already have memorized kind of from the past. But when it's like a new name, like Erkenbrand, I had no problem with because I've read that in the past in LOTRO. So, as I get the names, the more I do this for this new group of names. Also, Gimli and Legolas are going to come with us. Heck yeah, that'll be awesome. Back into character. There is another you should add to your crew, my friend, but I'd advise you to watch him carefully. I speak of Corsair Djax. Oh my gosh. Yes, let's bring him. He's hilarious. It may be helpful to you to have him near as you adventure in Umbar, if you can trust him. Now bid farewell to the traveling company, Zollin, for we have our own roads to walk, and it may be some time before we see each other again. Yes, goodbye, my king. What a bow. There, some roleplay. All right, let's talk to them real quick.
If you do encounter any members of this kindred, do not stay the killing stroke.
You are leaving us on a secret errand, Zollin? Ilorith says you go to rescue Thorongil from the Kindred of the Coin. No, do not seek to deny it. We both know it is true. If you do encounter any members of the Kindred, do not stay the killing stroke. They need to be taught not to interfere with the rule of Gondor. You tell, this guy's name is Affedera? You hope to rescue Thorongil without undue bloodshed, and he snorts. I am sure that is your hope, but nothing risky was ever accomplished without bloodshed. When it proves impossible, you'll remember my words. I warrant.
Wow. All right. Well, we're going to call it there, my friends. That was fun. We'll do the rest of these in the next episode. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you to my Patreons for their support. Subscribe button's going to pop up there in the pond. See you in the next one. Next video's over there. Over there's another playlist. Stay happy, my friends. Baruch Kazan Kuzade menu. Have a great and wonderful day in Middle Earth.